Hello again. So far, we've gone over the axial skeleton and the arms from the shoulders down to the fingertips. We're going to continue our studies from the hip and work our way down. So, what is the hip attached to? The hip, like other bones, is attached to the sacrum with ligaments. Remember that the sacrum is part of the axial skeleton. Before we go on, you should know that the hip has three different parts: the ilium, the ischium, and the pubis. These areas are initially joined by cartilage when you're born, but they become fused as you age. The ilium is toward the top, here. In Latin, ilium means flanks or rear. The ischium is toward the bottom, here, and the pubis is toward the front, here. We're not going to go into details now, but a lot of muscles, such as your abs and glutes, attach to your hips. We'll learn more about them later when we discuss muscles. The only other bone that attaches to the hip is the femur in your upper thigh, and it's the biggest bone in the human body. At the top of the femur, you'll see this ball-shaped area called the femoral head. That fits into the area of the hip called the acetabulum. This kind of joint is called a ball and socket joint. Engineers use them too. You might have seen this type of joint used for a camera stand, a Lego piece, or some other type of machinery. Acetabulum, that smooth cup-like area of the hip, literally means vinegar cup in Latin. I guess those ancient Romans really loved their vinegar. Remember how I said that Latin was found in other languages? Well, look at the word acetabulum. Aceta looks a little like the Spanish word aceite, but the weird thing is, in Spanish, that means oil and not vinegar. If anyone speaks Spanish and knows the answer to this, write something in the comments. Thanks. Okay, that's all for now. Next up, we're going to go over the knee. Since a lot of you enjoy 3D video games, I just want to point out that those 3D models that you see have virtual bones. In the game business, creating the skeleton under a 3D model is called rigging. They're nowhere near as complicated as the real thing, but they are there. They are set up in such a way that their range of motion is limited to make the character's movements look realistic. I'm just mentioning this to show you how knowledge can be applied in lots of different ways. If you're interested in creating 3D models of your own, check out a site called blender.org. It has a free 3D modeling and rendering tool that you could download. You'll need to look up some tutorials though, because it's not easy. Alright, now I'm done. See ya.